Right, so we're in Sheffield. It's a Yorkshire special.
That is a Yorkshire ass accent as well. Fucking hell. I'm going to have to turn up my Yorkshire today. And obviously, talking about football, there's only one thing we can drink, and that's fucking Tetley's. There you go, pal. Oh, cheers. God. People might finally get to hear my natural accent in this one. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh God. Smooth. Even says it on the can. Fucking hell. Same great Tetley's. My ass. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, or Zlatan Ibrahimovic with the little funny C with the accent over it, if you know how to tie that on your keyboard, which I don't, is regarded as one of the finest football players alive today. He's also regarded as an arrogant cockpuffin, which would ordinarily be bad if he wasn't such a hilarious asshole about it. So I'm guessing, mate, you have got a lot of Zlatan Ibrahimovic just like goals and moments just in your head right now.
Yeah.
And fuck it, it's going to get us demonetised immediately because football just copyrights everything. Just name what is your favourite Zlatan Ibrahimovic goal to establish how fucking good this guy is for the people at home.
I think it would be when he played England and he was 35 yards out and just thought, yeah, overhead kick.
Fuck it, overhead kick. God, he's such an asshole. That's so good. If people watching at home might be thinking, why is this impressive? Imagine just being able to kick a small ball of air into like what would be a reasonably small target from 35 yards away, upside down as 11 large men try to stop it going into the net. Do you remember what he did after that goal? Because he was asked, Zlatan, how did you score that goal?
Didn't he insult the goalkeeper?
He said the goalkeeper was shit. We need to establish straight away this guy is an asshole, but he is also one of the most naturally talented players alive today, as evidenced by the fact he gets paid millions of dollars a year to kick a fucking ball around a pitch.
I feel like I'm in the pub.
Well, that's the thing. That's what this channel is supposed to be. It was inspired by it's two guys having a conversation in a pub, but the conversation they're having is fact-checked, which is always fun. There's no worse when you're in a pub and you hear that story and you know the guy's like full of shit. And you're just like, you are fucking lying, mate. I saw this on Mythbusters last week. It's not fucking true. And you've got to sit there and listen. So at least what we're saying is fact-checked. So is any Zlatan moments you think just establish him as the asshole I have described him as?
I think it would just be that famous interview where the interviewer asks, what did you get your girlfriend for a birthday?
Oh, man, yeah, this does it. Go on. Tell the audience, what did he say?
He said, she already has Zlatan.
She doesn't need anything else. Like, Zlatan's interviews are legendary. I think one of my favourites is at a press conference and he was asked by a female reporter, Zlatan, would you like to comment on the rumour that you are gay? And he said, why don't you and your sister join me in my hotel room and we'll figure out how true that is. It's like, it's a dick thing to say. You kind of have to respect it. Like a man having just that much confidence and the skill to back it up. That's what always gets me. He shit talks so many other players on it all the time.
Yeah.
On Twitter, like, oh, what do you think of this player? He's shit. He's not Zlatan. And we are saying Zlatan a lot, and that's because he loves talking about himself in the third person, doesn't he? Like, do you have any favourite just Zlatan quotes about Zlatan to establish how much he loves talking about himself? As I drink this Tetley's. Thanks for bringing this in, mate. I appreciate it.
No worries.
Tetley's. It says smooth ale on it. That is not smooth.
It's not.
It's like, I have drank a lot of stuff out of a can, and this is not up there. This is up there with when I was in Belgium, and they just had this thing that's had a fucking tiger on the front, and I bought it, so that was nice. It was not nice. It ended up being a stout that you're supposed to serve bollock warm that I put in the fridge.
So Zlatan's quite vocal on Twitter.
Follow him on Twitter is amazing.
And he said, someone asked him, what's the formula to scoring a goal?
Yeah, and you'd think one of the foremost football players on the planet would not have time to respond to such a stupid, inane tweet. But no, Zlatan loves sharing knowledge about football and was very happy to share with this fan this actual flowchart I hope that he made on MS Paint about how to score a goal. And I've got it in front of me now. I'm going to read the entire thing because it's so fucking good. Do you remember it?
I remember the end.
The start is, should I score an amazing goal? Which goes to, of course. Should it be an overhead kick? Most definitely. Will it go in? It already has. Dare to Zlatan.
Lad.
We need to think, like, hashtag Dare to Zlatan is a hashtag he launched during what I think is one of my favourite moments on Twitter, where he said, all tomorrow, Zlatan will be doing Q&A. Twitter, can I please have 141 characters? Because Zlatan needs more to answer the questions. And I don't know for sure, did he get the 141? I heard a rumour someone at Twitter gave him 141 characters for that day.
I can imagine someone just looked away, that's Zlatan,
Yeah.
yes, have the extra.
He asked for more characters for that day, and he was just asked an array of questions about football, how to get better at football. And again, I'm going to fucking pick it up. I can't remember off the top of my head, but... Okay, so I've once again grabbed my laptop. Memory's not that great today for some reason.
I love it.
Tetley's. So would you like to hear some pearls of wisdom? Or be reminded of some pearls of wisdom that Zlatan dropped that day? Daring to Zlatan is easy. Start by trying moves that can't be done. Keep trying until you are Zlatan.
Just transform.
What a legendary asshole. But it gets better. We've got another one here. A wise man once said, surprising your opponent is the key to surprising them. That wise man was Zlatan. Hashtag dare to Zlatan. Which makes no fucking sense. So the key to surprising someone is surprising them. Hashtag dare to Zlatan. Adam, discuss. Just discuss now the concept of daring to Zlatan. Because this is an actual thing he tried to launch, didn't he?
Yeah.
And do you remember what the whole idea behind it is?
Just to be like the best.
Yeah, be Zlatan.
Yeah.
You've got to do like dare to Zlatan is just try something obnoxiously, hilariously awesome and then do it because you are Zlatan. Because if Zlatan tried it, Zlatan would do it. And we are saying the word Zlatan a lot, and you may have noticed from some of those quotes just read out, he likes referring to himself as Zlatan, and he's noted for his constant use of, referencing himself in the third person. That's because he's seen to it that the term to Zlatan has been trademarked in his native Sweden. And so only he can use it in regards to advertisements for sporting products.
Is it just sport? It's restricted to
That's the thing, yeah, because he realistically could have gotten a more, comprehensive trademark that would allow him to aggressively pursue and then sue the shit out of anyone using that term in regards to other things. But Zlatan knew that, impeding the Zlataning of others would be a very un-Zlatan thing to do. But if other people want to use it, but Zlatan understands that people want to Zlatan in their day-to-day life, and they can't do that if they're constantly worried about getting sued. Because suing someone is not a very Zlatan thing to do. Scoring an overhead kick on them for 35 yards and then trying to choke them out absolutely is. So do you remember when he did that? When he tried to choke a goalkeeper?
That was quite recent.
He just choked a goalkeeper. So what else has he done? He's done some he gets banned all the time, doesn't he?
Yeah, there was one going back a bit, and his Ajax teammate played for Holland, and they played Sweden. And the guys Rafael van der Vaart said, Zlatan tried to injure me in that game. So he interviewed Zlatan saying, did you? And he went, yeah, I tried to break his legs.
Just no shame whatsoever. Before we move on to more Zlatan stuff, do you have any personal favourite quotes from footballers? Because they drop some absolute fucking pearls sometimes. And we're going to start with my favourite quote from a footballer, which is from Wayne Rooney. It's about my hometown, which I'm not very proud of, but it's Scunthorpe. And one time when Wayne Rooney was playing for Manchester United got drawn to play against Scunthorpe United. And someone asked Wayne Rooney, Wayne, are you looking forward to playing Scunthorpe United next week? And he just went into the microphone and went, I didn't know B&Q made stadiums. It's like, it's so good, so good. So have you got any like that?
I think it just has to be that Peter Crouch one, quite well known.
Yeah, there it is, yeah.
When he got asked, what would you be if you weren't a footballer? And he just went, a virgin.
A virgin. So good. I want to mention, though, another Wayne Rooney one, because this is great. I think one time on Twitter he put out, people don't appreciate how hard it is to be a footballer. Like when you've got to wake up at 6 a.m. every day and eat 3 bowls of pasta. And the first response to this tweet was, Wayne, for what you get paid a week, I'd shove it up my fucking ass, mate. Just the idea of someone just shoving 3 bowls of pasta up their ass for 150 grand a week is really funny to me. Because I fucking would. What he gets paid a week. So before we move on, have you ever heard why Zlatan ended up trademarking the term to Zlatan and hashtag dare to Zlatan?
No.
It's because a TV show in France coined the term to Zlatan in reference to doing something so outlandishly ballsy and with such supreme confidence, the only point of reference they had was Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and he loved it so much. I'm trademarking that shit immediately, because to Zlatan, he's too fucking good. And if you didn't think his ego could get any bigger, like if the sound of his head scraping against the sides of doors as he walked in them wasn't loud enough, the Swedish dictionary added his name to it for Zlatanera, which roughly translates to, in English, dominate. It's like, oh, his name is literally a synonym for domination. It's like fucking, I want there to be a mod for Halo 3. When I get an overkill, it just says Zlatanera. Yeah. I want that shit. I want an update that instead of Kilimanjaro, it just says Zlatanera, because that is so fucking ballsy.
So Zlatan does have a bit of a reputation for being a bit of a legendary dick.
Yes, like the most legendary of penises. But I don't think Zlatan minds that because, as we mentioned, he can back up every single piece of shit he's ever talked, as evidenced by the fact he's just so good and his name is in the Swedish dictionary as a synonym for domination. And do you just have, before we close up, any personal just favourite Zlatan moments on and off the pitch?
I think one of his teammates was getting being interviewed in a report, and then Zlatan just walked behind him and just kicked him in the head. And this guy's 6 foot odd, and Zlatan reached him, just kicked him in the head, and just walked off.
Oh, okay then, fair enough. I thought you were going to start a funny quote. So no, he just donkey kicked someone in the back of the head for a laugh.
Yeah, while he was being interviewed.
While he was being interviewed, man. I think mine is when he got so tired of the shit questions he was being asked during a press conference, he interviewed himself and answered all the questions in the third person as sarcastically as possible, while also talking about how bad the goalkeeper who let his goal in was. Oh man, but yeah, anyone out there, and you're thinking, I ain't got the confidence today, just think, what would Zlatan do? And the answer usually is score a phenomenal goal and act like a huge penis about it. So people may have noticed throughout this video that you have a distinctive twang to your voice, and you are very, very much a Yorkshireman. Is that correct?
Yep.
That is
born and bred in Sheffield.
And I have been asked many, many times, Karl, can you please speak in your native accent, which only comes out when I'm speaking to another Yorkshireman with a drink. So we can now do that now. So are there any sayings that you think just sums up Yorkshire as a place? Because I think there's a couple for me. I think Gyorwisen is my favourite, which means give over with yourself. And I love how much it's basically, when you have it written out, it's got so many fucking apostrophes for all the letters that are missing. So I remember seeing it written down once and I went, that's not a word. And I went, oh no, wait. I remember an ex-girlfriend of mine from down south had a Yorkshire translation chart on her wall. And I came over and said, how do you pronounce this? And it's Gyorwisen written down, but it looks like Welsh.
Yeah.
When it's written down phonetically. I went, oh, it's Gyorwisen. What does that mean? It means Gyor. What do you mean Gyor? It means Gyor. What else can it mean? It means give over. What does give over mean? It means Gyor, doesn't it? So any Yorkshireisms that you quite like that people might not understand?
The word that I always say that no one understands is gennel.
Oh, gennel.
Going up gennel.
I don't use gennel. I use snicket. Snicket's the one for me because that was specific to the area I lived in Pontefract. So we always called it little snicket. What about the word? What word do you use for a small river? We call it a beck. Do you have a specific word for it? Is it just a brook or a stream to you guys? What about if you're running really fast? What do you say? Because I said bezzing it.
Bollocking it.
Fucking bollocking. What about when it's raining?
Pissing it down.
Pissing it down. Oh, I do have pissing it down. I think for us it's bouncing it down.
Yeah.
It's fucking bouncing it down out there, lads. It's oh God. It's so crazy. What other Yorkshireisms can I think of now? So now I'm on the spot, I can't think of many.
I think Mardy.
Mardy. Oh, Mardy no.
Is the word, isn't it?
It's when I'm talking to my dad, he goes, Karl, don't get a fucking morn, John, son. Or daft lad. Daft lad. It's so let's try and combine all these now. So to create the most Yorkshire sentence ever, and that would be, you're with a send daft lad, you got a morn, John. Run down Snicket while it's bouncing it down and get me a fish and chips.
And a Tetley's.
So you're with a send daft lad, stop it with Monk on, head down through Ginnell and get me a fish and chips and a Tetley's. And people wonder why I don't speak like that in videos all the fucking time. It's almost incomprehensible, but I understand it.
I think that's going to need translating.
Well, people must know. We've talked about it a bit. There was no. So for anyone who's asked before, that is what I will sound like 6 more Tetley's in if we get speaking. Were there any words or phrases that you just particularly enjoy saying just for the confusion they elicit in others, thanks to your accent?
I think when I was in America, literally, they didn't understand my name.
Didn't even say your name?
No, I got Adam, and I got called Eddie.
What? That happens to me all the time. What's your name? It's Karl. Kyle. Karl. Kyle. Yeah, that'll do. That's fine, that, mate. It's fine.
Close enough.
It's close, it's so bad. Oh, so who are you? I'm Karl. Kyle, yes. I don't know why they find it so different. That happens all the time. All the fucking time. And it's so frustrating, but I get it. It's a difficult accent to understand, especially when you dial it all the way up to 11, and I just feel the flat cap land on my head. So the thing is, my dad is way worse than I am, because he works in Doncaster.
Oh, yeah.
So he don't give a fuck, and his accent is so strong, and he calls me up on phone, it's like, hey up son, how's it going? It's like, I just sink straight back into it, it's like, hey up dad.
Yeah, my granddad calls everyone Duck.
Duck, oh my duck, oh, I miss it so much. I miss talking like it, but obviously living in Sheffield, it's quite a multicultural city, so there's accents from everywhere.
Yeah.
So being proper Yorkshire only really works when you're in a spoons.
I think the definition of Yorkshire is that we just don't say the, it's to.
Yeah.
Or we just mix it all together.
Yeah.
Good at shop.
Yeah, go to the shop. Go to the shop and get us a can of Tetleys.
Yeah.
It's the Michael McIntyre joke, innit? It's like tit lion, tit witch, tit wardrobe. Or like the band, the Thurs. She's like the tit-ters. So I listened to tit-ters and then read tit lion, tit witch, tit wardrobe. Oh man, I can feel it already. It's hit me. It's hit me so strong. Thank you for this Tetleys. The thing is as well, the word Tetley is so fucking... you can't say it. So we need to, I think, what we're going to do is going to give everyone at home a little bit of homework right now. And we're going to teach them how to pronounce one word particularly that Yorkshire people love. And that word is corned beef hash.
Corned beef hash.
Corned beef hash. And how do you say corned beef for a start?
It's supposed to be corned beef.
It's supposed to be corned beef. But no, if you're Yorkshire, it's corned beef.
Yeah, corned beef.
And it's hash, but you don't pronounce that fuck. If you're from Yorkshire, you do not pronounce that fucking H. H does not exist in our language. So what is it? It's corned beef hash. Ash, that A. Hey, this is your homework, folks. This is what you got to do. If you want to convincingly be Yorkshire, you got to order your corned beef hash with your Tetleys.
I think the most manly food you can get, and we had a debate about this, was steak and ale pie. With Endo's on. Henderson's relish.
It's just beer and meat inside pastry with gravy, and you have it with another beer. It's so stupid. I think for me, it's like when my mum cooks, because my mum obviously proper, like, you know, down-to-earth council house food. When we have like pig fry, like, what the fuck is pig fry? I'm like, liver, heart, and kidneys, just all together in gravy with onions and mashed potato. People are like, what the fuck is that? You know what that is? That's fucking childhood right there. That is some good, wholesome food that just so happens to look like it fell out of the back of a truck. It just looks like she dropped it halfway through making it. You know what? It still tastes nice.
I mean, you've worked on a bar, so have you ever heard of the Yorkshire cocktail?
No, what's the Yorkshire cocktail?
So just a pint of strong ale with a pork pie on the side.
The Yorkshire cocktail, a pie and a pint. I thought you were going to say it was like a top shelf or something like that.
No.
Oh man, I used to miss making top shelves for people. They were so good. Oh, have you ever served a beer mat for someone?
Yeah.
Where you get the dregs of all the stuff out of the beer thing and pour it into one glass. Yeah. Usually for a stag do.
Yeah, it's stag do material, that.
But we've confused people enough. But yeah, there it is, folks. That's why I don't talk like that all the time. Because no fucker would understand me.